All right, so par 5, third hole here at the Ravines course number 2 at Cog Hill. Pretty much just straight away. The building that you can see in the background, the green is just right in front of that. So we're just gonna hit a drive here, thinking get my grip oriented. Once I get my grip oriented, I'm thinking about how my wrists are bending up here at the top and hopefully getting them set a little bit more. And what that's making me do is hit the face with a little bit more open, more right direction. So I'm having to turn out of the way. So I'm sort of thinking set your wrist and turn. Pretty good, little spinny into the wind, just right up that right hand side, so not too bad, but we're not going to get there today on February 2nd or whatever it is. All right, so I'm sure you can hear the wind. We're straight into the wind here, and I misspoke earlier. It's like February 6th or something, but it's like 45 degrees, so the ball's not going to go anywhere. We're straight into like a 15-mile-an-hour wind, so from this far away, it's probably going to add about 25 or 30 yards, and it's cold. So I got like 270 to the middle. I mean, I would totally expect this to play like 310 plus, which is something that I think a lot of people don't consider so much. It doesn't matter here because I'm not going to get there, but on the next shot it's going to. There's nothing up there, so I'm just going to try and give my 3-wood a rip and just get it down there. OP left, so maybe just favor that right side, and the angle's a little bit better on the right-hand side too, so we'll favor that right-hand side, and then just think the same way, hold the grip, turn out of the way. So it's pretty good, just right up the right-hand side again, just like it was with the driver. But we should see. It's going to be an interesting third shot. All right, so I got my lob wedge. I have 58 degree, so I'm going to try and hit. We're 55-ish yards away, so for being 310 plus, that's not too bad. What I'm going to try and do here, and what I'm kind of factoring in, is this club full goes like 90 or 85, so 55 obviously a lot less than that, but it's up the hill a little bit, so maybe call it like 57, 58. The greens are really soft, so it should stop pretty quick even though I'm going uphill. Still into the wind, but we're like in a really low spot here relative to where we were on top of the hill earlier, and I'm so close that it's probably not going to affect it that much. So maybe call it like low 60s, 61, 62, something like that. So as I said, this is not a full swing. So the things that I try and do to get it to go shorter, or I choke down, I move that ball position more sort of forward in my stance, and I also open that club face up. So I'm going to do a little combination of almost all of that, and then try and feel like I'm making more of a full type of a swing. So I don't really like that like tiny small swing feel where you got to really slow down and decelerate. So I'm gonna choke down, ball forward, open face, and try and take more of a fullish feeling swing here and see if we can get it to spin and stop. Well, I got it to spin and stop. I just didn't hit it hard enough. That's what I was afraid of. All right, let's go putt. So I'm pretty fortunate here. I left myself in a good position. It's way farther away than I wanted to be from 55 yards away, but it's just straight up the hill. I'm not expecting to make this because of how far away it is, and also the time of the year it is and how bumpy it is, and they haven't cut and rolled the greens or anything, but easy kind of par chance here. I'm just going to want to make sure that I line it up right and just make sure I get it there. Up the hill, That's the consideration. And I'm just really focusing on my line here. I'm gonna just play it up the hill and maybe 3 or 4 inches to the left. I think it's gonna break right on me. Hopefully you can see my alignment looks at least decent. Just whack it. Oh! Yeah. Okay. Speed was perfect. Let's go tap that in.